Yeah, another quick video, an FYI actually. Rural King, it's a chain, like a farmer supply store in my area. They have some things on sale, 50% off. And I wanted to show them off to you. I found them and show you that you might be able to do something with them. And of course, this is Marvel Universe Wolverine, and as you can see, he's about the same scale as this fishing guy. And of course, it's a boat with a couple of fish. Normally I wouldn't buy anything like this, but I mean, it was on sale for like $2. And of course, here's G.I. Joe. I'll show him. And why don't you check the figure out? I mean, he has decent articulation. Now, as you can see, he's a little loose, but he's got a knee joint, and he's got this ball and socket hip joint. The ankles do not move. He turns at the waist. Got a hinge up here, and his elbows turn, and his hand does not want to turn, and his neck turns. Huh, I wonder why they didn't have his hand turned. This is a different rubber than the arm. Right here is a softer rubber than the rest of the body. It's a harder plastic. This is a plastic. This feels like a rubber here. That's not a bad idea. You know, lets him grip stuff. But he could sit, and I'm sure he could sit into the canoe. Right here, and also this I forget what the name of this kayak. He could fit in this kayak. It comes with a net, a pole with some bait, it looks like, a couple of fish, and some oars. And this is just his stand that he was tied to. It is made by Imagination Adventure Series, Treehouse Kids. And I saw it's on sale, and I mean, it's in the same scale as G.I. Joe and Marvel Universe. And you know, there's some Tron figures that are this scale. There's several figures that are this scale, and he's decent enough likeness, and his build is not bad. So, I mean, if one were inclined, they could use this in addition to some of these other figures. And then we have the outdoor adventure set, which I've taken apart somewhat. And what this is including is a tree stand and for hunting, and then there's a campfire, and then we've got a deer, of course. It also comes with a tent. Pretty cool. I wouldn't call this a blind. It's a tent, and something like this would go good with Wolvie. And of course, the figure comes with a pair of antlers, binocs, and a gun. And as you can see, here's Wolverine beside this figure. So this would go good with Marvel Universe figures. Okay, now I've got something else here. This is a Brooder toy. They have some awesome vehicles. And this is a playset for an emergency room. And you can see that the price is Rural King was $29.98. It didn't cost me that. They were 50% off. It was $15. Toy Award of 2019. And it says high quality design and ease of use. That was the Plus X Award. And then you can connect them together to make, I tease my spouse that we could make them a Grey's Anatomy. She's a big Grey's Anatomy fan. We could make a Grey's Anatomy scene if she wanted to. But I'm going to open this up and show you what's inside. Okay, it almost looks like a mess, doesn't it? There's a bag of parts that come with it, and you just basically put it together. There's a pretty nice looking chair. I haven't snapped that in yet because I'm not sure if that's all that goes to it. Here's a desk. I'm one of those people that like to read the instructions, and I'm not doing it right now, and it kind of bugs me. So I'm not going to put it all completely together. Here's a laptop, monitor. Here's the bases, the hope for the walls, and what that entails is here's one of the walls, and then here's the other wall. Is your blood pressure going up already just looking at that wall? As if you're in the doctor's office, and you can put them in different combinations. And then here's a rack for some tools. Here is a gurney. Got a pillow on it. Here is some more parts for the figures. Like here's a cast. Can you make that out? That's a cast to put on his leg and his arm, and some crutches, head bandage, and then of course here's wheelchair. Here are the figures that come with it. Now this is not made by the Treehouse kids. This is by Bruder. So the design is, well, they're German, and it's rather unique. Got a shoulder there, a bicep swivel, I guess you call it, and elbow. The hands do not turn. The head turns, and it's kind of a swivel in there. And then his hips. He's got a bit of a hip movement there that goes out pretty good. You can kind of do a partial splits. Look at that knee, though. Isn't that neat? Awesome. Look how it's fairly seamless. I really like that design. And then there's no ankle. There's no movement down there. And then the gal, the nurse, she's the same way. I like how they can have some sort of a splits there. That'll make them easier to sit in the chair. I really like that knee design. Anyway. And then there is some stickers. Anytime that you buy something, I recommend scanning the stickers into your computer. So if you mess them up or you want to make some more for whatever project, just print them out. So there's a couple of readouts that would go on the monitor, and probably the laptop, I'd say. And we could do a quick comparison. These are the Bruder figures, and this is Marvel Universe. Now Bruder stuff is 1/16, they say, but they're made in Germany, and these their scales are slightly off, so they're actually more closer to 114 in our scale in the U.S. There's Wolverine, and then here's that Treehouse Gang guy, the fisherman. So they're a slightly different scale, but I bought it on sale. I liked all the little accessories. And actually, I think I took a look. I have a USS flag from G.I. Joe. And I think this would make a great sick bay. And I'll show that. I'll show you my flag one of these days. Okay, well, I thought I'd show you though. They're on sale at Real King right now. These were getting low because they're so popular, and then there's other ones. Let me show you quickly. Wow, look at that buck. It's thick. They have Brooder has all kinds of cool vehicles, and they're realistic. And I'm actually going to use some of them in my dioramas that you'll see when I get to it one of these days. But I wanted to show you. They also have interconnecting police stations. If you're interested in that, 3 3/4 size, I mean, they'll go with it. And some of these vehicles are just outstanding for Marvel Universe. Their figures aren't as detailed as Marvel Universe and some other 3 3/4 inches, but they're fairly realistic. And like I said, if you wanted to take Wolvie here, he's a little stiff. He's got double jointed knees, but he doesn't want to sit good. There we go. Gotta be careful with him. He's made out of adamantium, but you know. And as you can see, he sits in this chair really good. And of course, G.I. Joe, they sit in the chair good too. Fantastic. Even though they're a slightly smaller scale than the Brooder. So, if you're interested in 3 3/4 projects, I highly recommend these. These are great toys. Here's the other side. As if it's outside in the parking lot. Look, there's a flower. And then the outside of this one, yeah, as if it's in the parking lot, which I thought was awesome too. They put the detail on the back wall. Of course, it says Brooder right there, but it's pretty cool. Alrighty, well, hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next video.